Across the country right now, women only earn 79 cents on the dollar statistically as to male counterparts. In Pennsylvania, it's worse. And for minorities, it's even worse than that. What can be done? What is being done? And why is what's already there not good enough?
So Democrats in the House and Senate have been introducing bills on equal pay since before I was sworn in. Brian Sims in the House, Senator Judy Schwank and Tartaglione in the Senate have been leaders on this issue, also Maria Donatucci in the House, and session after session after session they have introduced bills on equal pay. I have co-sponsored the bills as they've come through. None of those bills have gotten a hearing. I think you're starting to see a trend. Good ideas come from Democratic legislators, real solutions to fix challenging problems, and they get parked in a committee and they never even see the light of day. So Governor Wolf took action at the beginning of June. He signed an executive order that had to do with state employees. So it's a small step forward, but he took the action that was within his purview. And under his executive order, when women apply for a job with the state, they cannot be asked about their salary history. And that's important, and that's the same substance of the bills that have been introduced in the House and Senate, because if women start off making less and then a future employer looks at salary history, they're basing their salary offer on that information versus what they would be paying for someone who is skilled and qualified for that position, regardless of gender. So we need to enact legislation across the state, but those bills haven't even seen the light of day in committee yet.
So there's problems, there's solutions, but no one's acting on these. Part of the problem is, as you mentioned, that there's not enough women legislators. And what call to action have you been drumbeating to the women of Pennsylvania?
So there's not enough women legislators. We also don't have enough Democrats. The Democrats have a super minority in the House and the Senate. That means that we can have the best proposal that's ever been written, but the Speaker of the House can unilaterally decide, no, it's not going to run. The same thing happens in the Senate. So I've been recruiting women to run and recruiting Democrats to run all over Pennsylvania. I'm a co-chair of the House Democratic Campaign Committee. That's the body that recruits and raises money and supports good candidates to run for office. I've been very, very active in recruiting candidates all over the place, and in particular women, because Pennsylvania ranks 49th in the country right now for percentage of women in elected office. The only state doing worse than us is Mississippi. So it's time for a change, and I believe that starts with electing women and more Democrats to the state legislature this year.
Leanne, there's also a group called Emerge that helps women candidates. Is that right?
Yes.
What services do they provide?
So Emerge Pennsylvania started in Pennsylvania in the 2016 election, and this is an entity that trains women to run for office. Now, I wish Emerge had existed when I was a first-time candidate. It wasn't active in Pennsylvania yet, but my colleagues Mary Jo Daley and Tina Davis brought Emerge to Pennsylvania. They have a phenomenal program that has trained women to run, and women are running and winning at pretty high percentages. Carolyn Comita, my colleague in the House, who won a seat in 2016 by 25 votes in Chester County, she was the first Emerge grad to win office in Pennsylvania.
The reason why I asked you is because I have to tell you, I notice night and day the change in candidates who've been through this program. It's almost like a master's degree or a PhD in being a candidate. It's really effective.